Good morning friends. In the today's lecture we will see the different types of cable that are used for a transmission, or we can say as a communication. So basically this is nothing but one type of a cable. So in that this is nothing but a center core. After that center core we are using dielectric insulating material. Then after that after dielectric insulating material there is a metallic shield that is provided, and then we are using a plastic jacket for covering that particular cable. So mostly cable often two or more wires running side by side and bonded, twisted or braided together to form a single assembly, but can be also referred to as heavy strong rope. So a main cable component. So a cable is made up of a conductor which channel is the electricity flow and insulation that contains electricity flow in a conductor. Moreover, auxiliary elements can be included which ensure its longevity. So there are different types of cable. First one is the coaxial cable. So it is made up of a copper conductor surrounded by a layer of flexible insulation. Center conductor can also be made up of tin plated aluminum cable, allowing for the cable to be manufactured. Over the insulating material, it is a woolen, copper, braid or a metallic foil that acts as a second wire in the circuit, that is this type of a wire. Then the second layer or the shield also reduces the amount of outside electromagnetic interference covering the shield, the cable jacket. The cable television means the application of this we are using in a cable television. The next one is the we can say shielded twisted pair. So that is nothing but STP. In that STP cable are used cancellation, shielding and twisted wires. The twisted wires and shielding twisted pair cables allow for more cancellation of electrical interference than the unshielded twisted pair. The next one is the unshielded twisted pair, that is a UTP. So it is again a 4 pair wire medium used in a variety of network. Each of these 8 copper wires in the UTP cable is covered by insulating material. In addition, each pair of wire is twisted around each other. This type of cable relies on the cancellation effect produced by a twisted pair cable to limit attenuation. Basically this is used for as a electromagnetic interference and radio frequency interference to avoid or to limit attenuation. This is nothing but coaxial flexible cable. Next one is the telephone cable. So as the name indicates, that telephone cable that is used in a telephone. So it consists of a thin copper conductor surrounded by insulation. One telephone cable contains 3 or more types of a conductor. So this is nothing but one we can say as a telephone cable. In that this is nothing but a PVC jacket. Then these are nothing but we can say 4 different conductors. In that first we can say as this is a bare copper conductor, and these are used for a insulation purpose, means to avoid any type of a interference in the circuit. Then another one cable that we called as a portable cable. So this type of a cable having a multiple conductors like this type of a cable that are used for functioning that required flexibility. The cord can be employed for power in a range of application such as operating motors in smaller large tools, equipment power, then home appliances and machinery. So after that next one is the wireless communication. As these different types of cable that are we can say as a wired communication, then after in a wireless communication we are using electromagnetic waves for transmitting information from one place to another place. So why we are using wireless communication? So that is nothing but we can say freedom from wires, no bunch of wires running from here and there. Then we can say noise particularly is we can say less as compared to wired communication. Then communication can reach where wiring is costly or we can say unavoidable. Example, that is nothing but in a rural areas, buildings like this. So another advantage is that is nothing but is stay connected and flexibility to connect multiple devices. So wireless communication is nothing but transmitting information through electromagnetic waves in open space. So information from a sender to receiver is carried over a well-defined channel. Each channel has a fixed frequency, bandwidth and capacity. Typical frequencies that we are using for FM 88 MHz, then for TV 200 MHz, for GSM phone 900 MHz, like this. Then for Wi-Fi 2.4 GHz. So how communication takes place, that is nothing but this is our transmitting signal, this is a ground station, that is transmitting antenna, this is a receiving antenna, and we can transmit information through a satellite. So satellite will receive signal from transmitting antenna, it will receive to a particular receiving station, that we called as a receiving signal, and one is the transmitting signal. Then there are different types of, we can say, communication, that are nothing but a radio communication, that is used as omnidirectional travel long distance. Then another one is a microwave transmission, that are used for long distance communication. Then infrared and military waves, when widely used for short range communication and where unable to pass through solid objects. Then another one is the light wave communication, that is unguided optical signals such as a laser unidirectional. Advantages, that is working professional can work and access internet anywhere and anytime without carrying a cables or wires. Then wireless communication network is a solution in case whether the cables are impossible to install, like as we can say long distances. Current, whatever the we are using that wireless system, that are nothing but cellular system, that is our mobile phone, then wireless LAN, then satellite system, then paging system, and another one that we called as a Bluetooth devices. Then what is a cellular system? So wireless communication in which nothing but we can say small exchanges called cells that equipped with low power radio antenna that will place at a particular location, and it covers the entire area. As the receiver moves from one place to the next, its identity, location and radio frequency is handed over to the cell without interrupting a call, that we called as a cellular system. So this is nothing but one structure of cellular system that consists of different cells, and it consists of different antenna. That antenna we called as a base station. From this base station we are transmitting information from one mobile device to another mobile device that are used for large number of users. It consists of large geographic areas, then limited frequency range. So basically that cellular phone consists of mobile station, base station and mobile switching center.